started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass. It's Mayaba. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Using his legs, it's Walton. There he goes. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Got a little grass. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
On the direct snap, it's Walton. He's got enough. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The handoff. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Past the 40. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Just a simple play, get the speedster on the edge, get the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play, at least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Right side, it's Bowman. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame.
Wide open spaces. At the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Now on the counter. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Using his legs, it's Mobley. Stopped right there.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's Carr to throw. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Sees a crease, turning it on, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. The screen, and watch out. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the point after is good. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. He's inside the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Walton. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. Left side, it's Mobley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see him back it up on the field.
Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Plows through the defense. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The screen, he's got wheels. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Bowman. Finds a crease at the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Western Kentucky taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Hilltoppers engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Snags it over the middle. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime, like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a way.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like. On the sidelines with the coaches, we gotta stop turning the football over.
And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line.
Here we go, ready. Switch it. Ready to go.
On the run, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Adams. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Carr. Hit as he throws. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Throwing, Carr. This time he's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Piles his way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. The screen, he can go. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The kick is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a crease. Past the 6. Speeding down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To throw, it's Mayava. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want to run it left here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Gets the back moving. Looking for room. It's Walton. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the direct snap, it's Walton. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Number 35 sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the field. He has been open all day, and the key to making him a Trojan legend is to just feed him the ball.
And the key to every USC team is finding the playmakers, giving them the football, giving them a chance. If they're covered, they're open. If it's man, they're open. If it's zone, they're open. Feed those star wide receivers.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's going to take off.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. They're all over it. Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Jordan. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front do.
Lots of room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Right back to the well. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout, and they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Carr. Right side, it's Graham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Rush right in his face. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
How about that? 4th quarter, tie ball game, and you're still going for it. The onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. Defense is going to have to go out there and step it up. Game on the line.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Still looking to his right. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they're on top here in overtime.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Snap to the back. He's past the marker. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily. Maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game! That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.